Hello my dear students, very good evening everyone. I hope you have done well in the first examination of your CBSE Term 1. So today I am going to discuss the answers with you. You must be very excited to know how was your paper and how did you do. So we are going to start with the question paper discussion right now. Hope you all will be actually getting very good marks. I wish you all the very best in the upcoming examinations as well, because actually when the things start well, you are very optimistic. So firstly I will ask you and request you to kindly like, share and subscribe if you have not yet done. It's a humble request to everyone. Those who are watching it right now, kindly give your thumbs up for this particular session. Okay, so we are going to start it right now very shortly. Okay, this is the particular CBSE board examination 2021 class 10th, and this was the paper code 001/2/4. Okay, and today the examination must have gone very well. Okay, so we are going to learn about it now. So the paragraph was there, comprehensive paragraph, the passage was there. Now very good evening Deshraj Gurjar. Okay, I want your comments also that how did you attempt the paper and how it was. Okay, so I am just expecting that everything must have gone well. It was a little bit tricky, but overall an easy paper. Suppose you have gone for the whole chapters, everything, just complete NCERT. So if it has been the same manner and you have attempted in the same reason in way. Very good evening Vishal Gupta. Okay, Nikesh Kumar, you can write your comments about the things. This is the particular paragraph about what's the one thing that you associate with your college days. This person, and the name was Deepak Garg. He has mentioned about his childhood time, and he mentioned many of the things about the food, the canteen and all these things. So we will be learning about that. Overall the answers are related to a little bit tricky, but not very tricky. I am going to directly share the questions. Okay, as you have the question paper right now with you, it will be better you just open the question paper and I will tell you the correct answer. Okay, very good evening Trisha Bose. Vishal Gupta, very good evening beta. It's good morning, no, it's good evening. Okay, so I'm just telling you what according to the author gave him solace during his bad times. Solace is a kind of, you know, sometimes you are getting comfort with something. And what kind of thing in his college days? Whether it was friends, family, tea or telephone. I hope you understand it was not related to friends, family, telephone. Obviously, okay, you are writing about how much you got, how many marks did you get. Okay, let me tell you, it was completely regarding tea. Okay, this is the correct answer. Answer must be C, which is tea, because it's clearly mentioned that initially he was getting relaxation because caffeine is giving him boost up of his mind, and it was just due to tea. Okay, in his troubled days. Next thing, Mr. Deepak named his food joint Om Chinese. Chinese food was then popular among people. Try to understand this question. There are two statements. Mr. Deepak named his food joint Om Chinese. This name was given, that is correct. Chinese food was then popular among the people. People started liking Chinese food at that time. What must be the reason behind? Okay. Second is the cause for first. The language is little tricky. Try to understand the meaning. Second is the cause, the reason. Cause means the reason for first. Means this must be the reason that people liked the Chinese food. That's why the impact was joint Om, this Om Chinese. Did you understand? Impact was, this is something that you need to understand. Second wala reason tha. Second one was the reason behind the first one. Means because the Chinese food was getting popularity, that must be the reason that they started Chinese cuisines. So it's completely understood that the first option is itself correct. So you can understand rest others are not correct, but still if you go through, first is the cause for, first cannot be the cause for the second one. Is true and second false? No, both are correct. Is false and is true is completely incorrect. You must have understood that what must be the reason behind. So A is the correct particular answer. Second is the cause for the first one. Yes, hello everyone. Krishna Chaurasia, Arpit Singh, Krishna, okay. So you can understand the solutions are being given here. You can also match with your solution the answers that you have attempted. Soon he had installed 10 telephones. In the light of the above statement, select the option that lists the right inference. Did you understand? Soon he installed 10 telephones. 1 to 10. Okay. He was kind enough to do social service. No, not at all. It was not free for everyone. He was successful and flourishing in his business. He expanded his canteen to accommodate more people. He switched his business from canteen to telephone booth. Not at all. This is entirely wrong. He expanded canteen to accommodate more people. No, it's not correct. He was actually successful and flourishing. 1 से लेकर 10 हो गया. Obviously, it is understood when he was flourishing. Obviously, he started with 1 and then it was developed into 10. So, in this manner, we can understand it was growing, it was flourishing. So, this is completely understood. Question number 4. The gesture of exchanging the name of the food joint to Ganga Dhaba speaks of Deepak's wavering mind, tendency to change with times, respect and tribute to OTs, means other officers, the trainee officers of training, dogmatic approach. Now, dogmatic approach is not at all correct. You can understand dogmatic approach is something very, very strict that you are actually willing, although it's not required. So, tendency to change is also not correct. Wavering minds means fluctuating mind, wrong. You can understand C, respect and tribute to OTs is the correct option. So, must be you have done it completely correct. Okay, hopefully it must have gone well. By the way, there were some choices. Out of 10 only you had to attempt 8. Suppose you got any confusion, I am just telling you one very good idea about. First you go through and then you find any kind of problem which is actually attacking your mind that this can be also correct. Leave that question. Not to attempt the questions which are dubious, which are doubtful. It's better to go for the safer side than to take a risk and when the question answers, because if you are attempting all, it will go a little negative for you just because the first 8 would be checked. That is the reason. Okay. So hopefully you have got good marks in this one. This means the 4th one was completely correct for you. Question number 5. His family members learned dishes from OTs. Choose the option that lists the inference with reference to the above statement. OTs were equally good connoisseur of the food and his family was mediocre in cooking. His family had close association and good rapport, means good relationship with OTs, and his family wanted to learn more recipes to expand their business. You can understand this particular word is actually making it correct answer. They were not going to learn the food and cooking from an expert. They were the people who were coming to make a call. By side, they were having very good relationship. Rapport means a very good relationship with that family. So obviously C is the correct option here. Okay, so I am writing here C. This is completely correct. Next one, we have question number 6. In this, as per paragraph 7, select the option that sums up the personality of Deepak Garg. Deepak Garg's personality. How do you think that Deepak Garg was? Means what type of person? After reading the whole paragraph about Deepak Garg, what do you understand? He is a struggler, lacks business, acumen to make his business profitable? Not at all. He was not a struggler. He gained success, so it's wrong. He is very social and friendly person and enjoys good relationship OTs. It's partially correct, but not entirely. Friendly is different thing, but his relationship with OTs was the one which is a little bit correct, but not entirely. A responsible son who shared the burden of his family. Here, burden of the family, once they struggled, then started flourishing. So it's not the burden they were carrying on. A person who upholds dignity and esteem, self-respect in life, not materialistic. So this is the correct option for you to understand why I have chosen this correct option, just because the person, he lastly, at the last it is written that this one is the only one which was actually making him a person with honor, dignity, self-respect and esteem, which he was holding because he was not earning too much. Okay. So here the next question number 7 comes before you. OTs that gave us our identity. He means to say his canteen was in the vicinity means very, very near of OT's hostel. The canteen was named after the OT's hostel. No, it was OTs who helped his family to learn new recipes. It's looking a little bit tricky. Firstly, I was also guessing that C should be correct or this one, but this particular word made this answer correct. Just because patronizing means because of their cuisines that they were learning from all OTs, they were the one who were taking care of their business. It was flourishing over time just because of the person who were teaching. They actually patronized the business, the canteen business for them. So this is something very, very, you can understand, tricky type. C and D, dubious thing. I will say question paper CBSE का थोड़ा सा tough ही आता है, लेकिन ये tricky था. It was not very tough, it was not very easy, but little tricky. Okay. Hello Krishna. 13 का आंसर हम अभी उसी पे आ रहे हैं. We are coming. Okay. Tapan Kumar Mahanta. Okay. Very good evening. So I am just coming for the next question number 8. Yes, this one. Choose the option that aptly defines Deepak Garg's life story from struggling childhood days to becoming a successful businessman. Okay, Deepak Garg, initially he had seen his parents struggling, then afterwards they had taken the initiative, they struggled, and then they were willing to change themselves according to the situation. And you know, willingness is the only one thing that can make you successful. If you are willing, that is what willingness, willpower. If your willpower is strong, you can go anywhere, wherever you wish to go. So that is what the willingness. Where there is a will, there is a way. Hindi mein bolte na, jahan chah wahan rah. So that is what the correct option that is telling about this situation. Rest make ray while the sun shines. A good fire makes a good cook. Despair gives courage to a coward. This one a little bit looking, you know, kind of answer correct, but this one is the most appropriate choice for the correct option. So A is the correct option. Now we are going for question number 9. Many dishes on our menu today are because some officer came in and decided to teach us. Choose the option that rightly reflects the tone of the speaker. Ignorance, humility, pride, regret. Now the people, the officers, those who were there, who were making calls, and those who came to get the food, everything, but still they were taking their all the recipes that they were suggesting. That is something very, very humble, modest kind. So humility is the particular word. Regret is completely negative. Ignorance, not having the knowledge, is completely negative. Pride can be having a kind of, you know, you have esteem about, oh, we are learning, as if we are doing something favor. But humility is the correct option that goes with this. So I will go with the correct option B. Okay, this is the correct answer. Discuss set 4. This is set 4 only, because this is the answers that I am providing. Abhinav Raj, I am trying to give you, and I have already initially told you about the paper code, paper number. So this is about 001/2/4. This is set 4 only that I am discussing. Question number 10. In the beginning there is a blank. Tell us to take care of them. Choose the option that lists the appropriate reason behind the statement. Parents make a request as they stay away from their children. Means they were asked to take care of their children while they were away in their work. Now which one is the correct one? You can understand Deepak Garg can take care as he stays close to the hostel. He was not the caretaker. He was not the person who had to take care just because it was his responsibility. No. Parents trust and respect Deepak Garg's hospitality. Hospitality means, you know, when we go to hospital, we are taken care by the nurses, the doctors, all those people who are there, they look after us. So obviously hospitality is the one looking after the quality of being caring. This is the one which makes him very, very reliable person. Deepak Garg ko log trust kyun karte the? Just because he was the person who was taking care of each and everyone during his work, and after the things were also, means when the children, those who grew up there, they also became parent of some children. They had the strong faith and trust in Deepak Garg. So C is the correct option. Next, question number 11. Now this is the paragraph about air pollution. Now you know this is the present circumstances, not just in Delhi or in other metro cities. Air pollution is a major threat for everyone. The very first question is going to be a little dubious. If you have gone through all the 4 options, I am just going to be at the question. Yes, the questions which are given. Select the option that highlights the main idea of the passage. Remember, the main idea is just to educate people. It's not just to give a warning. Suppose I give warning to someone and then I leave it. Means it's not actually a kind of education. I am teaching something, that is, I am educating something that should be learned by the people about the threat of air pollution is the correct option. I think most of you must have chosen B, just because when you know, I was also going through, I too felt that should it be correct to warn people? Just a warning, okay, don't do this, don't do this. It's not actually. Education is the one which can make you aware about your surrounding. So that is what education is, the one should be taken as the correct option. So A is the correct option for this question. Question number 12. Very easy. You can understand. Select the option that displays the correct cause and effect relationship. I think this was almost bonus marks and free. I will not say bonus marks because there was anything wrong. No. I think anyone who can just go through it once can understand कि कौन सा option correct है. Traffic and transportation problem and 4.6 million death. Transportation problem से 4.6 million death? No, it's not correct. Cause lack of open spaces, mega cities. Mega cities और lack of open spaces का क्या connection है? It's not the cause, it cannot be the effect. We are going for D option. I hope you must have understood which option is correct. Air quality monitoring stations. Now, emission of NO2. This is not at all matching with the things that I want you to understand. Cause is air pollution. Air pollution का effect क्या होता है? Respiratory diseases. The disease is respiratory just because of air pollution की वजह से क्या होता है? What is the reason? The pollution is the reason behind the effect. Effect is respiratory disease. So this is clearly understood that C is the correct option. Now we are going for question number 13. Okay. Now here I will tell you something. First of all, go through the question properly and try to understand why did I choose this option, the logic behind that. Air pollution kills 4.6 million people every year in India. Notice this, in India, not in the world. You have the question paper, just open and see the very first paragraph. Okay, you can understand this particular line is in the very first paragraph. Air pollution is causing health hazards to more people than water pollution. Now this is very understood that this line has come in the next one. Air pollution is causing health hazards to more people than water pollution. Air pollution की वजह से लोगों को ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, वाटर पोल्यूशन से भी हो रही है, बट एयर पोल्यूशन से ज़्यादा हो रही है. सो ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट इज ट्रू एंड सेकंड इज फॉल्स. इट्स कंप्लीटली incorrect. Reason, first cannot be true. We are talking about the entire globe, means entire world. So we have mentioned here India. India is the wrong word written here. Just check in the question paper. Air pollution is causing health hazard is completely correct, more than water pollution. So B is the correct option. I'm telling you, if you have been given any kind of wrong solution you have in your mind, kindly clarify, because this is the one which is going to be completely true. Air pollution is causing health hazards to more people than water pollution is the statement which is correct, but the first statement is false. Okay, hope you understood. The justification is that. Question number 14. The author's opinion on the development of mega cities is. Now you can understand the author's opinion. Author's opinion about cities face transportation problem due to heavy traffic. Okay, that is also correct. Urbanization leads to deterioration of air quality. Mainly we are not talking about traffic. We are not talking about the more vehicles. We are specifically talking about which thing you understand that is related to air pollution. Mega cities, the right spots to study air pollution. Cities face the problem of congestion. Congestion means it's too much crowded, congested places. But we are not talking about congested places. We are not talking about mega cities. The right spot only means only mega cities should be checked. No, these are all wrong. But only B is the perfect answer to be taken as urbanization, because the development, the cities are being developed and deterioration of the air quality, the declining condition of air quality is the result. Okay, urbanization, ज़्यादा development हो रहा है, ज़्यादा factories हो रही हैं, ज़्यादा chimneys हैं, everything is creating, emitting smoke in the environment, and finally ultimately what is going to happen? We are actually digging our own grave. हम लोग खुद के लिए ही ग्रेव खोद रहे हैं. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट द बी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 इज डन. नाउ वी आर गोइंग फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर 15. Select the option that lists the author's recommendation to the people. Okay, he wants people to be aware that air pollution is a major threat. Okay, he urges people not to live in mega cities. Do you think this can be correct? He advises people to follow pollution averting activities seriously. Averting means to avoid. Okay, and he wants people to reduce vehicular means vehicles say emitted emission the smoke. So obviously this cannot be applicable. How can you stop driving the vehicles? It's not actually considering the, you cannot consider that correct option. You can understand that first and third are completely correct. So this one I am going with option C, because second is not applicable. If second has come here, it's not applicable, and obviously you cannot think of this fourth option as well, because you cannot stop using vehicles. Okay, so this one we are going for option C. Next we are going for the question number 16. We have question number 16. Select the option that displays the true statement as per figure 1. Now the figure 1 is given to you. So if you want, I can show it to you. Otherwise, you have the question paper. You can check as well. Select the option that displays the true statement as per figure 1. Dust and power plant are the causes for maximum pollution. You can understand this thing cannot be correct just because dust and power plants are not the maximum, creator of the pollution. Pollution caused by transport is much more than the pollution caused by industries. Kindly check in that particular pie chart what is mentioned there. Transportation is actually the major cause for the air pollution. Even industries are lagging behind. They are outgrowing. So that is what B is the correct option. I am telling you right now only just because I want you to just go for the question paper right now. If you have, you can check. The use of diesel generator is responsible for more than 50%. No, the data 50% is wrong. Dust stands fourth in the list that causes air pollution. No, dust does not stand fourth in that particular pie chart. Kindly check with the things that I am telling you right now. So B is the correct option for you all to understand that pollution caused by the transport is much more. Transportation. 13 का option, 13 का मैंने option बता दिया है already, but yes, 13 का option B is the correct one. Remember, and I have given you the logic behind that. What is the logic? You can understand. Next question number. This is for visually impaired people, but still I am just telling you this is the correct option. Okay, I am not sticking to this thing. Question number 17. Visually impaired के लिए मैंने अभी ज़्यादा explain नहीं किया है. Read the following statement. Okay, here I am just going to read it for you. Air quality in Kolkata is less than critical. 12 locations were selected for measuring ambient air quality. Most of the mega cities are suffering from the problem of poor air quality. Okay, now this one we have to choose very, keenly you have to go through what has been told. Air quality in Kolkata is less than critical. Do you think it's already in more critical condition? So understood this thing that I have understood this thing that first option is not applicable. 12 locations nahi tha, there were 17 locations obviously. So which one is going to be true? You can understand first and third are true and second is false. So this one, question number 17, no, first and third is not true here. First and third are false. D is the correct. First and second are false and third is true. Because see, this one, let me tell you. This one, now see, air quality, this is completely incorrect. Second, here should be 17, not 12. So only third is the correct one. So this one, first and third are true, cannot be correct. But first and second are false, as I have made it incorrect. Only third is the true one. Okay. So we are moving for the next question. Question number 18. I'm just writing D as the correct. Question number 18 for you. Accumulation of waste aggravates the problem. Now accumulation of waste. What is the meaning of accumulation? Means collection of waste. Aggravates means it makes it higher. The problem is more intense, more severe. Select the option that best describes the problem with reference to the above statement. Suppose I go for the first one, increase in pollution leads to huge accumulation of waste. No, it can be increase in waste leads to pollution, can be the correct one. So it cannot be the correct option. Lack of space for waste disposal. No, that is not true. More development lead to more waste. Do you think? Or this one, lack of sustainable and effective waste management. You just read the line. Accumulation of waste aggravate the problem. Try to understand this particular line is related to this one, more development lead to more waste. Just because we are developing more and more, factories are installed regularly, obviously finally it's creating more waste. More waste means more pollution. Finally, this is the outcome is pollution. So C is the correct option for you to take. Now we have come on question number 19. Okay, answer any 4 out of, this is the writing section. Okay, answer any 4 out of the 5 questions given below with reference to the context. Mrs. Sujata wants to rent out the first floor of her house. She decides to draft an advertisement to be published in a national daily. Now she is going to give her house on rent. Okay, choose the correct option under which heading she can publish her advertisement. Now understand this thing, for sale. She is not going to sell anything. It's wrong. Accommodation wanted. Do you want any kind of place to reside yourself? No. Situation vacant. This is not the job that you are going to offer for other people. So which one is the correct one? To let, because it's the rented part or portion of your house you would like to allow to be given to the people, those who are interested. So this is very clearly understood that D is the correct option. Okay, hopefully this was very easy and you must have gone through such kind of examples. When you go out, you can see to let, this portion is to be given on rent. Okay, this is very easy. I think writing section was easier than the reading and the rest others. Okay, question number 20. Now select the option that lists the important information that Sujata needs to include in her advertisement. Now Sujata is the one who is going to give this particular advertisement. So which one to be taken as the correct option? I am going to read it for you and you can understand. Size of the house, people in the neighborhood, location, amenities and facilities, distance from metro rail station, contact address. Now people in neighborhood, do you think it's required to know who all are living? Yes, it should be a posh colony, but colony location, not about the people. So size of the house, that matters. Okay, location, that matters. You want to tell that where your house is, obviously it's required. Without contact number you cannot think of anyone to contact you even. Okay, and amenities and facilities, which one is not that much important? If it is there you can give, but it is not really required. Whereas metro station is near or not, in the vicinity of metro station. Now which one is going with this option? First, third, fourth and sixth. First, third, fourth and sixth. So hopefully you understood that why did I choose this option as correct, just because it's going to be only the things that you need to put in the advertisement. Unnecessary things should be discarded, because for each and every alphabet, the letter, you have to give money. So it's better to go for a short one. Okay, next question we are going for question number 21. Vinita is the head girl of Gandhi Memorial School, Nagpur. She is asked to draft a notice informing students of class 12th about a workshop on stress management. Select the option that best justifies the title for the notice. Which particular title you should give for the notice? Now you can also write in the chat box that which one you think should be taken as the correct one. Kindly write in the chat box. I wish to see how many of you are actually knowledgeable about this thing. Kindly write it quickly so that I can understand how many are there. Okay, workshop for class 12 student, how to manage stress, stress management workshop. Okay, Trisha Bose, you have written the correct option only. Very good, that's great. So stress management workshop for class 12 student, because workshop, which workshop we don't know. How to manage stress, directly you cannot write like this. Attention class 12 students is completely wrong. So we will be choosing option C. Question number 22. Okay. Select the appropriate option that lists important details that Vinita should include in her notice. Time to reach the venue, dress code for students, date, name of the resource person. Now remember one thing, when you are drafting a notice, you need to remember 2-3 things completely. The person whom to contact. Okay. Time, place and date. These are the things that should be there. Rest obviously the students would be coming in their uniform only. Why should it be mentioned? That is the reason the first option is incorrect. Just because time to reach the venue, but the venue itself is not mentioned. So date, venue, time, name of the resource person is the correct option for you to learn about. Okay. So B is the correct option you have to go with. Now we are going for question number 23. Okay, Vinita is the head girl of this one. I have already read. Help Vinita by choosing the right option to complete the statement. The workshop will be blank and will teach some blank to effectively manage stress. The workshop will be conducted and will teach some time to, sometime wrong. The workshop will be effective and will teach some tips. Tips is inappropriate word. The workshop will be interesting and will teach some students, only some students. So you can understand which is the correct one. The workshop will be beneficial means it will be helpful and will teach some techniques. Remember, techniques is not trick or it's not the tip. Techniques to effectively manage stress. So this one is very clear that D should be the correct option for question number 23. Okay. Next we are going for question number 24. Question number 24. This one. Select the options that list an appropriate title for Rashmi's article. Now I am reading it. Rashmi is president of her school library club. She decides to write an article on the need to develop the habit of reading, as she strongly feels it's fading among the present day students. So which one should be the appropriate title? If suppose you have gone for first option, develop reading habit to be successful, do you think it's justified? And obviously about reading habit, you must be getting confused between this one and B. Why is reading important? Reading skill are requisite to be a good communicator. Did you read this? It's looking as if it's going to be the correct option. Okay, Trisha Bose, you are writing the correct answer for. Kindly write which number question you are opting. You can write this also. So, why is reading important or reading skill? Reading is nothing related to communication. Remember, communication is different. Those people who are good in reading, does not matter that they need to speak fluently. For that you need to go for practice of speech. Communication is completely different. So why is reading important is the correct option for you to understand why I have chosen this one. Question number 24 will have B as the correct option, just because why is reading important? Reading is important, its importance to be mentioned through the article. Question number 25. Okay. Every book opens up new then blank of thoughts for the reader. Reading books is one of the then blank habits that help one improve his or her focus. Now you can understand that every book opens up new ideas of thoughts, and reading book is one of the common habits. It's not a common habit these days because people are not interested going for this reading thing. Okay, every book opens up new dimensions of thought. Remember, doors is incorrect, views will be incorrect, but suppose we take views of thoughts. Views and thoughts are same, it cannot be correct. So B, dimension constructive. Okay, new dimensions of thought for the reader, and reading books is one of the constructive habits that helps one improve his or her focus. So that is what is mainly required. So B is the correct option for this question number 25. Okay, now I am going for question number 26. What major reason can Rashmi state in her article for deteriorating reading habits? Mainly, it's not about sports, it's not about friends. Obviously, these days people more techno-savvy. Every time they are ready to hold the mobile, okay, tab. Every time we are learning about the new things, new ideas only through the technology. So digital technology is the one thing which is the major reason that people are not interested reading the books, and they are not ready to go for it just because they are not ready to give time for reading. Okay. Question number 26 has the C as correct answer. Okay. Next question we are going for question number 27. Question number 27. Now here you see. Answer any 6 of the 7 questions. There are 7 questions and you have to go for any 6. I think this is the last one. Select the option that lists suitable steps to be taken to improve reading habits. Gift them books, take them on trips to library, encourage them to read textbooks, create a reading space for children, take children on field trips. Can you tell me which particular options are actually not appropriate in this? Just because only few options are appropriate, rest others are wrong. So here, gift them books. Okay, we should give the gifts, otherwise they are not willing to purchase it. Okay, second, take them on trips to library. Suppose they will go to library, they will actually learn about the books. Encourage them to read textbooks. Who reads the textbooks? Actually examination time only we people understand that children are busy reading the textbooks. Create a reading space for children. Yes, we should create a time that children should go for reading. Field trip can never encourage them for reading. Field trip is just enjoyment. They are learning about the outside world. So A is the correct option here, and you can understand why I have chosen A is the correct option. Just because it carries all the 3 options that I have told you. I'm just going for, it's about gift them some books, okay, take them on trips to library, and create a reading space for children. Rest are not applicable. Now we are going for question number 28. Select the option that best describes the importance of reading habit. Okay. A book is a gift you can open again and again. Garrison Keillor. Reading is a conversation all books talk. But a good book listens as well. Now understand the thing, they may be telling you something, but it cannot be a communication in this manner that book will be also listening. Book is a gift. Gifts, there are so many kinds of gift, but it cannot be actually converted into reading habit. The greatest gift is the passion for reading. Reading kahan par aaya hai? That is the best opinion and option. So reading has been mentioned. So which one is the correct option? C. Okay. Question number 29. Read the following statement. Okay. The article is a written piece of communication published for a large or targeted audience. An article is an interactive communication with a selective audience. Do you think interactive is the thing that we can understand for the article reading? If you will be reading article, there will be no interaction because the article will not be responding to you. Now that is something you can understand. This statement is completely wrong. It's not true. So which one is true? Yes, this is true. First is false and second is true. Wrong. First is true and second is false. Yes, that's the only thing I want you to stick to. So this one is wrong. So first is true, second is false. So which option is the correct? B is the correct option. Now we are at question number 30. We have come to the 50% part, that answer any 6 of the 7 questions given below with reference to the context. Okay, this one, the last one. The title of an article must not be. Title जो article का होता है वो क्या नहीं होना चाहिए? Eye catching होना चाहिए, clear and attractive, obviously interesting, should grab the mind of the readers. Lengthy is the option should not go with. You should not go with the option lengthy. That is completely understood. Very, very easy. I think everyone has gone with this option only. Now we have come for this one. This section has subsections 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. There are total of 30 questions and you needed to attempt 26. So literature part is finally revealed in front of you. And I think the most known section is this one only, just because you know about the chapters properly. Okay, I'm not going to read it, but yes, it's all that we should know about that. It's about the chapter number 2, the lost spring. In this, we have mentioned 2 particular stories. The first was Sahib-e-Alam, the second was of Mukesh. So, let me come to the question directly. What does the author try to convey by expression being his own master? What's the meaning of being his own master? You are the master of your own destiny. So, what is the particular meaning is revealed? Mukesh is disobedient? No. Mukesh is adamant? These are the negative words. No. Mukesh takes his own decisions. Correct. This is correct. And he does not listen to others. Rest 3 are same. So, this is the easiest one to understand, that C is the correct option. Next question comes for, we are going for question number 32. Through the expression looking straight into my eyes, the narrator is trying to convey. Mukesh displayed no fear in his eyes. Mukesh was not feeling shy while speaking to the narrator. Mukesh was conversing in a very friendly manner with the narrator. Mukesh displays his courage and determination. You can understand these 2 words have made it very, very clear that this is the only correct answer. You need to choose. Okay. So 32 will have D as the correct option because determination and courage is mentioned through the statement. Okay. Question number 33. His dream looms like a mirage. See, looms, mirage. You may have directly jumped at the 4th option. But let me tell you, this is wrong. Just because you must have thought कि उसका different viewpoint है. No. You should have read this thing. Mirage is a kind of illusion. Illusion is there because they are not, completely sure about that whether it will be true or not. Bangle making was the only business their family knew. So Mukesh has no clear vision, wrong. His dream is distorted and misleading, is completely wrong. His dream is elusive and elusive is the correct. Illusion is there and illusion means you are going to escape the place that where you are. You are trying to deny the things that have been done throughout the generations and generations. So you can understand elusive is something, Hindi mein bolte na, I want to take a risky thing, that is illusion. Because you want to run away from the place where you are. So this thing is, his dream is elusive and elusive. So we will go for option C. Question number 34. Okay, question number 34. None of them know that it is illegal for children. Did you understand? Illegal for children to work in glass furnace. Select the inference in reference to above statement. The children are innocent and do not realize the hardship of life. It's not about life. Remember, hardships of life is not associated with the statement. Their illiteracy and ignorance are exploited by the unscrupulous business. Did you notice something is wrong here in this question? Did you notice this thing? Because unscrupulous spelling is wrong. Unscrupulous means devoid of moral values. Moral values are missing. Their illiteracy and ignorance, because they are not known about, means they are not aware. So obviously which option is correct? Here B is the correct option you should go with. But yes, this spelling is wrong from the board, has committed this minor mistake. But yes, this is unscrupulous, as there is no word as unscrupulous in the dictionary. They have no one to support them legally. No, the children are ready to work. They are not willing to, as they have been doing. Awareness is missing. Question number 35. Select the option that lists the facts about Firozabad. Now, Firozabad is mainly known for bangle making. Almost all the families are engaged in bangle making. Yes, I do agree with this. The children work as motor mechanics? No. Hardly any one of them think about being motor mechanic. The children work in hazardous situation? Yes, that's correct. Firozabad is the center for car making? Wrong. So first and third are correct. So which option is going to be correct? Very, very easy. This is C. Question number 36. Question number 36 is the extract that you need to read. I went to the pool when no one else was there. The place was quiet and water was still. This is from the Deep Water, chapter Deep Water, written by William Douglas. Okay. Finally, you just notice this line. Hi, Skinny. How would you like to be ducked? How would you like to die? Okay, let me drink water. I'm just telling you now. Okay. So, finally he was thrown at the deep end. Question number 36. You can see he is a beginner in swimming lesson. What impression do you form about the narrator? Narrator is, yes, he has started, he has made friends during his swimming lesson. It's not associated because he was not willing to go inside the pool. The big boy was well built and handsome. The narrator lacks courage and confidence to enter the pool alone. Don't you think this is the only reason behind that he was thinking that he would not take the risk of going all alone just because he was not confident about his ability to swim? Because he was learning that time, he was not confident about his ability. Question number 37. Here you see the description about the big boy, that he was kind of fine specimen of the big built person, you know. He is actually praising the boy, the 18-year-old boy. Complain. It's not complaint. It was not criticism. It was not poise. Actually, we are talking about admiration. We are talking about only and only praising thing. So, admiration is the correct option for you to go with. Question number 38. Select the option that lists the probable reason for the big boy's behavior towards the narrator. The most tricky question, as I think, after going for this particular reading literature part, this thing will make you understand that his intention was to frighten the narrator or his desire to give him a surprise. It's looking more or less same. But it's neither A nor B. It's neither A nor B. Obviously, it's not C. The place was quiet and odd. Did you notice the line, hello skinny, how would you like to be ducked? So this was related to the narrator was skinny and all alone. You know, lastly he said that I was just fooling about. I was just making a kind of, you know, I was fooling, joking. So this is the correct option. You should go with D option. Question number 39. The figure of speech in the expression as white as and clean as bathtub. Did you notice as and like are related to which particular option? Always remember these two words I have already taught many times to my students. It's about simile. Okay, simile is the one. Question number 40. The writing style of the narrator indicates that passage can be classified under, that is A or N, interview. It was not an interview. Autobiography. What is the meaning of biography and autobiography? Biography, if someone else writes about me, that will be my biography written by him. Autobiography, if I write about my own life, So you can understand he has mentioned about his childhood time, then he becoming a teenager. All these things tell about his autobiography. It's neither fiction, it was not false story, it was not a short story, it was an autobiography. So B is the correct option we are going with. Question number 41, we will come for, this one is taken from the chapter, sorry not chapter, poem, okay, Keeping Quiet. Okay, this is what I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves. Did you understand this line? Never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Now we are going for the correct answer with question number 41. This is very, very clearly given. The poet's intention in the first line is, okay, in the first line, what does he tell in the first line? Let me tell you, what I want should not be confused with total inactivity. You can understand, he is giving a clarification that what I want should not be misunderstood. So it's a clarification given by him. This should not be misunderstood. He is not giving the warning. He is not giving them the right direction. He is not telling them, but it's about clarification. Question number 42 is coming before you. Question number 42. Select the option that best explains the stand of the poet in the expression, I want no truck with death. Now, what is the meaning of no truck with death? There are so many funny things happened earlier when I asked this question directly, when the students were not aware about the meaning no truck, no association with death. So you can understand, he is not advocating about death. He is not telling that death he should think about. If we will be completely quiet, if we will not be moving our arms, we will be just simply sitting, we will not do anything. We are just like dead bodies. Dead bodies do not work. So dead bodies should not be actually understood just like, because he is telling we should be internally peaceful. The same time we should not harm anyone else. So C is the correct option we should go with. Okay. So I'm writing here option C. Question number 43. Okay. Select the option that aptly describes the tone of the poet in the expression. What is the meaning of tone? Means the way you are talking about. Regret? No, there was no regret. Encouraging? No, he was not at all encouraging. Friendly? Neither he was friendly, but it was critical. He was criticizing that we have never understood ourselves. How can we think that we will understand other people? First, you should understand the person who you are and what you are doing with your life. So that is what the thing you should pay attention to. It's about the critical way he is criticizing people for not understanding their own self. Question number 44. According to the poet, who is to blame for the condition of threatening ourselves with death? I told you, to understand the thing, we have never understood our own self. हम लोग खुद को नहीं समझ पाए हैं, तो that is stressful life. No, keeping quiet, state of confusion, not at all. It's actually lack of understanding. The C option is the correct option you should go with. Okay. Next question number 45 is coming before you. The tone of the poet, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt. Did you notice the line, the word perhaps? Perhaps हम लोग कब use करते हैं? जब हम लोग, okay, Mohammad Saad, hello dear, I think you have joined very late. Anyways, just go for the whole live class, that recorded part, you will get the correct option and answer. Unsure yet optimistic, sure and confident, poetic and melodramatic, hopeful but not confident. Remember, perhaps is the word that is not sure. Perhaps, shayad. You can understand, perhaps is the word we are using when we are not assured our own self. Unsure yet optimistic. Optimistic means positive. So question number 45 will have the option A as the correct one. just because it's perhaps the word itself is telling about. Now, you are well, Sadao agreed. This is from the chapter The Enemy. Okay, I'm not reading it all, but I'm going for the question directly. You can understand the arrangement. Now here I'm just reading. The arrangements of food and clothing by Dr. Sadao portrays him as, he was thinking that the person he would be staying for some days, how he would be surviving. He arranged for the food and clothes and everything. Experienced sailor, no. Good event organizer, good advisor. Here it is completely understood that A is the correct option. Very, very easy. This part is really very easy. Question number 47. Not been worth fortifying. What is the meaning of fortifying? Fortify means to protect. Okay, so which option has been left uncared and neglected? It's not about caring and neglecting or taking care of a place. Can be easily spotted by Korean boats? No, not at all. It will be actually the meaning hidden that it will be easy for the white man, the American, to enter this island, and it will be very easy for him to stay there for a while unless he gets the Korean boat. So it was the place he would be easily hiding himself. Question number 48. Here you see question number 48. The speaker's tone in the expression, do I have to? When I ask this question, do I know? Do I have to? Should I do this? You are not sure about yourself. अभी आपको खुद के बारे में confirm नहीं है. It's not pleading, it's not request, it's not command, it's not command. Command कैसे होगा? Irritating is the most irritating option. Fear and doubt, because he is doubtful. Do I have to leave the place? Means where he was living? Sadao Hockey's place. So, will it be correct for him to leave? So, doubt is there. Question number 49. We have come to question number 49 here. I'm just reading it out for you. But this is not the season of storm. Dr. Sadao tries to. ये storm का season नहीं है. Means explains the situation, educates him on climate. No, he is not going to give any education on climate. Displays his knowledge. No, he is not a person who is going to teach him something. Assure him of safety, that now you will be safe there. Do not worry about the thing. It will be safe place for you. It's an assurance of safety. Question number 50. Here you see, it's not hidden, you are here. Dr. Sadao's intention is, ये बात छुपी नहीं है कि तुम यहाँ हो. That, okay, you have written the answers. Okay, Manish Balot. Okay, 47 आपने wrong किया, कोई बात नहीं बेटा. It happens sometimes, we are confused. Okay, so no problem, no issue. Just go for the next question, whether it is right or not. You just check. It's not hidden, you are here. To explain why he cannot stay there anymore. To remind him that he has tried to hide his presence, not at all. To explain that it is necessary and good for both of them to assert that his house is not a hiding place. Now B and D are completely incorrect. Now we are confused between A, either C. Question number 50, either it will be A or C. Explain why he cannot stay there anymore. But it was regarding the safety of both. So C is the correct option you should go with, because it was the safety for Sadao Hockey as well as American prisoner of war Tom. Question number 51. Okay, I had counted on the commotion to get, this is from the first chapter, the last lesson. Commotion is a kind of disturbance, noise. Get to my desk without being seen. In the light of Fran's statement, select the option that rightly brings out his intention. It's nothing that he tried to avoid his friends or cheat his teacher or villagers. It's very, very clear. Just a minute. That he wanted to escape being scolded by M. Hamel. D is the correct option. Okay, question number 52. The poet Kamla Das brought in the image of spilling children Actually, she was trying to remove the negative thought. When you try to remove the negative thought, you need to change your thought with the positive one. Because sometimes we all are feeling negative. But how to overcome the negativity? Just to replace the idea with the positive thought. That is what you can go for. Praising children, no. Reminiscing her childhood, no. Bringing in a contrast to the mood of the poet is the correct option I should go with. So it's C, which is correct. Question number 53. The stunted, unlucky heir of twisted bones. Select the option that best explains the expression unlucky heir. Remember, there was no property, father's property they were going to gain. Unlucky to live in a slum, no. Because the line is telling about the unfortunate to inherit father's disease. It's very easy, simple. Okay. Question 54. Question 54, you can understand, select the option that aptly describe Hana as a wife. She was very possessive, not at all, she was not possessive. Hana is a very caring and responsible, very, very clear. Dominant, no. Nagging and fuzzy, no. She was very caring and responsible lady. So, this is the correct option. She did not wish to be left alone with the white man. Did you understand? This is why she did not wish to be there, just because Hana is timid and cautious. White men are dangerous. War makes people enemies, not at all. So this is clearly understood that she was timid and cautious. Question number 56. This expression you need to understand first of all. Then sheer stark terror seized me, as if sheer stark terror. Terror is a kind of monster. Monster ने उसको अपने grip में hold कर दिया है. So which one is matching with the same expression? Fear is a poison, wrong. He roared like a lion. There is no like, simile is not there. I am frightfully sorry, it's wrong. So sea waves roared frighteningly on a stormy night. This is because sea is roaring, howling, just like the devil. So this is actually matching with option A. Okay. Question number 57, we have come to the concluding part. The young men echo the lament of their elders. This is very, very interesting thing. Echo is a kind of resounding. कोई चीज बार बार आपके आवाज गूंजती है when you go to a vacant place, a room. So they do not take any initiative. They are as poor as their elders. They are as helpless as their elders. Elders को follow करते हैं वो भी youngsters, because they are also same way helpless just like their elders. So C is the correct option. Question 58. Question 58. Would put on clean clothes. What does Pablo Neruda mean by clean clothes? It's keeping quiet. Keeping quiet का part है. You can understand. White dress is reflecting peace. It's not associated with peace here with white dress. Mind without courage, no. Mind without confusion and fear. Mind without hatred and prejudice. Now if you go for C option, confusion, fear is not that much correct as option D, mind without hatred and prejudice. Okay. Question number 59. But the jump made no difference. Now इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद भी उसको कोई रिजल्ट नहीं मिल पा रहा था, तो वो एक तरह से रिग्रेट कर रहा था. ही वॉज रिग्रेटिंग ओवर कि इसकी सारी, यहाँ पर फियर मिसिंग है. देयर इज नो फियर. एंगर, गुस्सा भी किस पर करेगा बेचारा. रिग्रेट एंड ग्रीफ. ग्रीफ इज सॉरो. रिग्रेट मीन्स ऑल्दो ट्राइंग बट नॉट बीइंग सक्सेसफुल. सो रिग्रेट इज द पर्टिकुलर वर्ड you should go with, as option B is the correct option. Last, we have come to the final one. Question number 60. Suppose you were condemned to death and the next day I had to have my operation. The tone of the General Takima, if you remember, indicates he is. यहाँ पर उसकी selfishness दिख रही है, that he was so much self-centered. Suppose you would be away and I would be dead. So, worried about Dr. Sadao? No. Working against the law and order? No. Uncertain about the health condition? No. Selfish and dependent on Dr. Sadao Hockey is the ultimate answer here, you can understand. Just because this is the only one we should go for. Okay, so thank you so very much. I hope you have got very good marks, and anytime, sometimes you know, sometimes we in confusion, we have committed some mistake. Do not bother about, do not worry. Now just leave this thing which is already gone. Let bygones be bygones. It should not affect your future, because now it is gone. Think about your future, which will bring us very good result, and I wish you all the very best for the upcoming examination, and wish you all the very best. Take care of yourself, stay safe, stay positive, and see you again next. Okay, in class 10th paper I will be discussing again, that's why I have said this. See you again. Okay, bye everyone.